She was wild, bro.
Insane.
Skrillex and Birdie Nom Nom. I swear to God, those are the
fuck is Birdie
Those
Nom
are the
Nom?
fuck. I don't know who Birdie Nom Nom is. Never been able to figure it out.
Guys, welcome back to ScareMeTender, the show
Yes.
where we talk about boards.
Yes!
Yes.
Yes!
Boards, bots,
Ghouls, goblins, spooks,
specters.
and everything in between.
Absolutely.
We're your hosts,
Tanner.
and Vincent Price.
Right. Johnny McIntosh.
Johnny, no! Johnny, look out! Hey, dude, he's fucking. Today we're joined by our good friend and fellow brother, Connor.
Yeah.
Connor,
Fellow brother.
Connor, say hey.
That makes it sound
He's a fellow monkey.
He's a brother. We're not gonna show him. We're not gonna show him. What'd you call him?
A monkey brother.
Oh, he's a monkey.
He's a monkey man.
He's a monkey man.
Either way, he's playing the role of
I
Jarvis.
am their genetic brother. I am just all the
Yeah, he's actually our brother.
He's playing the role
And
of
he's
Jarvis today. You might notice something a little different.
He's
ladies
in
and
charge of
gentlemen,
cock and ball
and
tortures.
that's the fact that we have papers.
Yes, we do. We have lists.
I got
It's
my papers.
It's a rank 'em. We're ranking them today. You know, Tanner, actually, I gotta say, I really like this setup. We're actually in our brand new studio, which happens to be Tanner's brand new house. So we're moving from my apartment, which was cool for a while. But, this is cool. This is like a fireside chat type thing, you know?
I want to break down.
I feel like there should be there's a fireplace back here.
I want to give a little.
Yeah,
I want to give a little.
FDR.
A little
Yes,
sentimental little
Keep
run
on.
through
Keep
with
on.
me and you of our history up to this point,
Sure, go for it.
and then we're going to. Today's episode is X-Files.
Yes. And you know,
We're going to be talking about the movie, just the first movie, and
Oh, you haven't
pretty
seen-
much no, because
Okay.
I haven't seen the other ones, but just the first movie, and then we're also going to talk about specific episodes, honorable mentions, and we're going to have our own top 10 pretty much list.
Yes, top
we're going
10
to
list.
discuss them.
Dude,
But
before we get into that, yeah, we've come a long way. We started out, we did it at my house,
yeah,
and then we would switch over to
no camera.
mom and dad's house. Yeah, we both have our phones now, which is really cool.
Yeah, it
Because
was no
before,
camera. We had the mics; they were hooked up, and it was a fucking nightmare getting them.
yeah. Have
situated.
you ran sound quality checks on this?
Yeah, it sounds good.
Cool. But yeah, it's cool. Yeah, it's cool.
It's cool. We've come a long way.
We have come a long way.
I was living in my mama's house,
He was at his mama's house.
and now,
dude,
now I'm in my own house.
Even more so, we have gone through so many set changes where it would be either backyard at your mom and dad's,
Outside,
outside.
in your house,
We do it at my house, but listen, even
in
at
my
my
bedroom,
house,
at the old house.
we swapped furniture changed.
Yeah,
Yeah, at one point I had a completely different furniture set, and then we got, which was really, I liked what I currently have, and I thought that was cool for, podcasting. But
at some point, I would like to get like a custom canvas type of thing
yeah,
with our logo. Either I don't know if the logo that I have right now I want to have as our set general logo. Does that make sense? Because you can have logos for separate things, while also having a similar overarching theme.
I like our
You know what I mean?
ScareMeTender logo though.
I
The
do
one that
too.
You just did,
I know, but
and we own it, so
I think I want to do something.
we didn't own our old one.
No, I think I want to do something better eventually.
You can try.
Because now that we're doing the seasons,
I'm
well,
cool with
eventually
it.
we'll get into
I've-
season 3 after 18 episodes of this.
I've liked every idea you've come up with so far, so for the most part,
Come a long way. The government's
it
trying
came
to...
a lot
Bro,
actually.
I've probably came about 652 times since episode 1.
You think so?
That tracks with the tally marks.
Yeah, that tracks.
The analytics are in.
I need you to pipe down,
What's that?
Jarvis. Shut the fuck up.
Jarvis, initiate cock and ball torture protocol. Are you sure?
Jarvis, initiate cock and ball.
Sir.
Are you sure, sir? Jarvis, who's a billionaire playboy
Philanthropist.
and who's a stupid ass robot?
Heard, sir. Rise, rise.
Heard, sir.
Heard, sir.
Heard.
Right.
Anyway, X-Files.
I'm gonna copy you.
If you guys don't know what X-Files is, Tanner, do you want to give a brief description? You want me to?
The X-Files is a television show, a science fiction show about the FBI in a classified.
Yeah.
Pretty much. It's like the classified section of the.
No, let Connor.
The X-Files is an American science fiction supernatural television series that originally aired on Fox Network for 9 seasons from September 10th, 1993 to May 19th, 2002. The series centers on FBI Special Agents Fox Mulder, played by David Duchovny, and Dana Scully, played by Gillian Anderson, who work on cases linked to the paranormal called the X-Files.
Yes. I couldn't have said it better myself.
Why don't you love me?
Can we throw a clip of that in there?
David Duchovny, why won't you love me? Why won't you love me?
David Duchovny is a sex maniac.
Supposedly, man, he was married to Tia Leone while he was
He's
filming.
addicted to sex.
Listen, while he was
with women.
Just so if you guys don't know this probably, but while they were filming the X-Files, David Duchovny was married to Tia Leone.
Having several affairs with.
Having several affairs. And he was basically like, actually, I'm a sex maniac. I'm a sex addict. I need to go to sex rehab. And I think that the producers of the show, what's the guy's name that created the show? Chris Carter.
And it's crazy because in every episode, when
Yeah,
they introduce a female in the plot of every episode that's not Scully, they're always attracted to. There's always a fucking underlying sexual tension between Mulder and the chick.
They thought it'd be funny, so they helped create a song and a music video called David Duchovny, Why Don't You Love Me, which is basically about every American girl being obsessed with David Duchovny.
Right.
That's pretty good. Like, everybody's in it. I'm gonna kill Scully.
So we got our 2 main actors. We got David Duchovny. Gillian Anderson.
Yeah.
Mulder. Secret Agent Fox Mulder.
But let's not forget
Secret Agent Dana Scully.
Let's not forget Mitch Pileggi.
Oof.
Fucking Skinner.
Yeah.
Walter Skinner's a bad man.
I was gonna say.
Walter Skinner is in charge of the.
He's pretty much just their boss. He's the head of the department.
He gets removed as their boss several times because government oversight and collusion.
Right. It's somewhat a drama.
Basically, the show can be broken down into 2 types of episodes. There are alien arc episodes.
It's Creature of the Week and anthologic.
Yeah. There's Monster of the Week,
format.
and then there's the alien.
Yeah, the actual overarching plot.
Yeah, which honestly never really gets resolved.
No, and I think it's supposed to be that one, probably.
I think that they planned.
I don't think he ever actually proves that they exist.
Well, they planned on doing another season when they brought the show back, and it ended up getting canceled by Fox because it didn't do as well. It did fine when it first came back, and then it didn't do as well. But anyway, let's get into our top 10, no particular order, lists. Tanner, take it away. You're gonna tell an episode. If I have that episode on my list, I'll let you know, and then one of us will tell what that episode's about.
We're going to start it off with something that's not really Creature of the Week. It's kind of a more plot-centric episode, and it's Little Green Men. And this is Season 2, Episode 1.
Okay, tell me. That's not on my list.
What happens is, basically, there's some other, I think it's a U.S. senator or somewhat, that's involved with the X-Files, a higher-up.
Yeah.
He hires Mulder to go check out some sort of radio frequency in Puerto Rico in like a jungle environment. He gets there, and it's this whole thing about. I think he finds like a Puerto Rican man who's like scared, and he draws a picture of an alien and shows it to him. He's like, "Oh shit!" Does
it look insane, the picture that he draws? Because most of the time the pictures that get drawn and
I'm pretty sure it's just like
like the
typical Little Green Man,
like the Jersey Devil.
Oh, where they're like the Third Eye Man.
Have you seen this fucking? And it's like some ugly ass cave woman with like lopsided titties. And they're like, that's not the Jersey Devil.
Damn,
yeah, big.
Let's throw the picture of that.
With a tiny little button cock.
Jarvis, you need to tone it down.
You need to watch What We Do in the Shadows.
Watch what is.
I never saw the show.
I watched FX the movie. Or Hulu.
The show's good too.
I've watched an episode or 2. I thought the movie was great. But anyway. X-Files.
Sex Files.
So, wait, so what ends up happening?
What happens is, Fox Mulder is trying to get the mechanisms at this abandoned research lab working and try to retrieve like files or any sort of data, physical and digital, and basically just retrieve it. But while doing so, an actual fucking UFO drops down, and then a little green man busts in there. It's like a hurricane is going on. It's crazy as shit.
Okay.
And an actual alien presents itself to Mulder. Mulder shoots at it. His gun malfunctions, and then he passes out. He gets back to the States, and he's reviewing the footage, and it's blanked.
But this actually happened. He wasn't like drugged in the jungle or anything.
No.
Okay.
It was like some sort of psychic thing that they put him to sleep with.
Damn. But no one's gonna believe him. It just further proves his point. Yeah, that it's real. That's the bitch of it with Mulder, is that like he knows. He knows that he's on the right track. He knows that like what he's been doing is like actually meaningful, but there's so many times throughout the show where he just gets like completely fucked by either the government or like he's got proof that he's trying to show people and somehow it gets erased or whatever the fuck. And then like there's several points, like it's usually at the end of the seasons or whatever, where they leave you on this cliffhanger, but it's like he's like, is it what I've been doing just for nothing? And you know,
he has that multiple times throughout the show. Where
right.
And he fucking finds crazy shit.
I'm going
and then it all is for
I'm going to segue into one of my episodes because it starts out on just that kind of predicament. My first episode on the list is Scully and Mulder Meet the Were Monster.
That's what it's called?
Yeah.
The episode?
The episode. And it's actually from the comeback that started in like 20 whatever. The, you know, like the 2000s comeback. But this is the best episode of the comeback season. And one of the best episodes of all time.
And it's a shame. It's because it's one of the only ones that I have seen.
Yeah.
From the comeback.
And that's because it's like, I'm pretty sure I was like, dude, you got to watch this episode.
Well, I've seen it whenever I was a little guy. It was on TV.
But, right. Basically, though, it starts out and Mulder's like kind of lamenting to Scully that he's like, you know, is everything I've been doing just for fucking naught? It's a comical episode. Very funny, very like lighthearted, and very like self-aware of itself. But he starts out and he's like, everything I've been doing for nothing. And she's like, Mulder, you can't be like that. Come on. You're acting like a sourpuss. You're acting like a sad sack, Mulder. Anyway, you're acting like a real moldy butt. And so they get a call, and somebody's been murdered.
Ain't no Harry Potter, but I got
They head down there. And they're like, dude, something like ripped the throat out of some guy or some shit like that. And
oh baby,
everybody who's like, yeah, no, we saw this monster that like fucking, it looked like a lizard man, but with like 2 eyes and all this other shit. And
so the lizard man was trying to find some throat babies.
It shot blood out of its eyes and fucking attacked us. They keep like chasing down leads and stuff like that. And people keep getting killed. There's like more murders, and they're like, "Fuck, we got to stop this thing." They're like, "This has got to be, it's got to be a man, right?" Mulder's like still like not. Scully's like, "This could be a monster, Mulder," and he's like, "No, it's not a fucking monster."
The dude's name.
So it's like
the dude's name that they investigate as well. His name is Guy Man.
Guy Man. Yeah. So
but that's interesting what you said, because that's like it's a flip of their
It's a
whole
flip.
dynamic throughout the whole show.
And that's what makes it funny.
Scully is usually the skeptic, and Mulder is the one that's like, we gotta find it, Scully.
Right.
Everything's real.
Right.
Like the fucking Alex Jones character.
Another funny thing that they do in this is they do the no, actually, wait, that's a different episode. But which also needs to go on this list. But they end up running into this guy who's like he's a animal control specialist, and it's played by Kumail Nanjiani, the Indian actor. He's really fucking funny. Yeah, and then the guy who actually plays this Guy Man character, who actually is the Were Monster. That actor's name is Rice Darby. He's actually funny you mentioned it, he's in the original What We Do in the Shadows movie. But,
Kumail is the witness.
Yeah, Kumail is the witness, and he's like trying to chase and catch this thing. Come to find out, they run into this, they find the monster, and they're like, dude, we gotta stop you, like, what's going on, right? check it out because it ends up being that the monster that they're chasing, he is a monster. He is a lizard who keeps turning into a man. He's a lizard creature who keeps changing into a man every morning. And at nighttime, he turns it back into himself. And he's trying to get back so he can, like, just be his lizard form.
Right.
And Mulder's like, dude, I can't understand this, but you've been killing people. He's like, I haven't killed anybody. Turns out that the guy who's actually been killing people is the animal control. Is Kumail Nanjiani. And he's a fucking, like, a psychopathic, like, he's, like, been, like, biting people and shit like that. It's fucking crazy.
He thinks he's an animal.
He thinks he's, like, a mad
He thinks
killer.
he's a were-monster.
Yeah, he's fucking crazy. But he himself is not. He's just a psycho.
And those three aspects of that episode, I think,
But
in my opinion, put it above the rest. That might be high on the list of ranking by the time we do the ranking at the end. But just for that, because there's multiple flips in dynamics, like with the whole werewolf, shtick, where it's a guy turning into a creature, but now it's a creature turning into a guy, and then there's Kumail, who is the actual killer, but he's not a werewolf. He thinks he is.
He's just no. Actually, he doesn't think he's just like a psycho. He's not. He doesn't think he's a monster or anything like that. He's just a psycho.
Well, either that's still like a twist,
Yeah.
And then there's the whole flip flop with Scully and Mulder.
The funny thing is he starts once they've caught him because he tries to attack Scully in like the phone store or whatever because she goes to the store where Guy Mann has been working because he tells Mulder, he's like, so once I became a human, I had the overwhelming desire to do like 3 things: watch porn, get a job, and fucking like what was it? Watch television and eat myself silly or some stupid shit like that. But anyway, he gets a job at a phone store, and finally he's like, but then I hated my job. I didn't want to do it anymore, but I knew I couldn't quit.
Oh, he's like learning.
It's like he's becoming more
human.
He's becoming more human, and he doesn't know why. It's fucking pretty funny. But he ends up the very end of the episode when he changes back to his lizard form right in front of Mulder, and Mulder's like faith in the paranormal is restored, and it does the and fades out.
My faith is restored.
Oh yeah, he like skips off. Yeah, is that what you're telling me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he like woo and yeah.
Oh, into the woods.
Yeah, skips off into the woods. Yeah.
All right.
But it's a good episode. Tanner, was that on your list?
No, it wasn't. I had
So far we've had 2 that haven't been on the list. Speaking of, I need to add 1 to it.
There's no point in doing it now.
You ever seen something like that?
Pencil dick.
Yeah. Needle dick.
Hey, needle dick.
Just talk about it now.
Well, no, I forgot.
Talk about the episode we just talked about.
No, I forgot an
Yeah,
episode
one
completely
Oh.
that I want to add to this list. But anyway, go ahead. Next episode. Give it to me, Daddy. Give it to me, baby.
Alright, so this is called The Field Where I Died, and it's from season 4, it's episode 5.
Not on my list either, but
And this one I thought was particularly, interesting because it deals with many things that people in real life actually practice and believe and or are skeptical about, and it's like regression hypnosis.
yeah.
And like
I think about that
the idea of like past lives.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like everyone's heard of that shit.
Right, yeah. A lot of people believe in reincarnation. I myself, no.
Who knows?
Right. And I don't ever have like deja vu. I've never had like a moment where I was like,
I have weird moments where I feel like I'm out of my body for like a split second.
Sometimes I feel like I'm out of my fucking mind, bro.
Sometimes I just feel like I'm fucking. I just can't.
Anyway. So what happens in the episode? Give me a plug.
Mulder goes to, it's like I'm pretty sure it's like a regular schmegular call that they get pretty much. But whenever they get out there, Mulder starts having all of these weird flashbacks of like pretty much a past life that he's never actually lived in.
Was
this
he married?
I think he was an old soldier in the Civil War.
Okay.
That died. I just thought it was interesting because, people have. There's accounts of shit like astral projection
I remember
and
the
past
episode,
lives.
and I remember it being very like.
It was confusing.
But it's not a. Most of mine on this list are like these are fun. That episode. Not
I didn't
fun.
have much time because you fucking told me we were talking about X-Files the day that we recorded.
Well,
That's why I was telling you we need to say this shit in advance.
I got my list on ready. I was ready to roll with this.
Did you come with that?
No, I just wrote it down. But I freehand, I pulled up episodes, like an episode guide just to have a reference, but I already knew, basically, where I was headed with this.
Right, you're just good like that? You're just built different?
Bro, I'm good like that. I've watched the X-Files. Most of these episodes on here, these are ones that I go back to and I rewatch. I usually, when I'm rewatching the show, unless the last time I watched it, I actually watched it straight through. But most of the time, when I'm just like bored or don't know what to watch, I'll just pull up like a rando one of these.
I get that. I just haven't watched it in so long, but I've seen them a bunch of times as well. But
that episode has
maybe my memory's just a little fucked.
Yeah, that episode has like a very serious like connotation to it. It's not like lighthearted. Not like
yeah.
this
No,
next
I
episode.
think when they go to this spot, he's having these like memories of a past life.
Yeah.
But then it's also with a woman that's involved in the case, and the woman in her past life is his wife.
They were connected
in his past life.
And somebody gets murdered. Somebody got murdered in this episode, I believe.
I think she got murdered.
Okay, that's what it is. That's what it was.
She got murdered in her past life. I don't know. I just know that they were romantically connected in their past lives.
Gotcha. But I think it also ends on like it doesn't really end on a positive note or anything like that. It's just kind of like
so. Anyway,
the cult leader forces the girl to drink the poison as well, and Mulder gets there just in time to see her.
Give us a plot description.
Holds her looking out into the field.
So there is a
and you guys are totally correct about everything so far. It's all dealing with Mulder's experiencing visions of his past life where he was in love with this woman.
Right.
She recognizes this. She recognizes him. He experiences a bunch of visions of all this thing, using regression hypnosis and all this stuff, and then before the FBI and ATF plan to raid the compound again, Ephesian plans to kill all of his cult members by giving them poison. Melissa fake drinks it, at which point Ephesian then figures out and forces her to drink it. Mulder shows up just in time to see her die.
And she dies.
Yeah, she's dead.
See? Very sad. Not fun. Not like this next one. Bad Blood. Pull it up, Connor. Coming with hits today. Daddy's Cooking.
Which would have been season...
I can't tell you.
Daddy's on the stove.
Season 5?
What's it smell like, Daddy?
What that smell like?
You said it was called...
Bad Blood.
Yeah, season 5.
Damn, I'm
Episode 12.
What you thought was the season?
Season 5. That's good. There's like fucking 12 seasons. That's pretty good.
Okay.
Come on.
The
6 of them don't have...
Give me credit.
The vampire episode.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't give me no footsies, bro. You know what happened last time.
Basically, this one starts out where... Okay, so a cool thing about this episode is that there's two narratives that go on back and forth. It starts out where Mulder is chasing down this vampire. He gets him, who was actually played by the red-haired fat kid from The Sandlot. Funny enough. Who looks really weird as an adult. He, hasn't aged properly.
Yeah, he doesn't age well.
He looks like a little boy. And it's weird.
He's more like a cheese than a wine.
Yeah,
The way how he ages.
like a stanky cheese.
Yeah.
But all love. He's funny. So anyway, chases this kid down who's a vampire, fucking stabs him, kills him, flips him over, fake fucking vampire teeth fall out of his head, and he's like,
jumps him.
Oh shit. And then it cuts to the X-Files thing. Fades out. He and Scully are sitting in Skinner's office. They're waiting for their separate hearings because the FBI's like, dude, you just fucking murdered somebody. What the fuck? And he's like, yeah, but also, this kid, he was a vampire. I know he was. And also, it doesn't really matter because he actually did kill somebody. So they're like, matter of fact, the vampire's name is Ronnie Strickland. And the family is planning on suing the FBI for, I believe the figure is some million dollars. There's a figure involved. But they're trying to get their
lawsuit.
He and Scully, they're like talking to each other, they're trying to get their story straight. And so she's like, well, what do you think happened? Or he says, what do you think happened? And then she starts telling him her narrative of it.
Oh, yeah.
And they're very funny and they're very different, but She starts out and
Who's the actor that plays the sheriff? Because
It's Luke Wilson.
The sheriff is
It's Luke
very
Wilson.
iconic in that episode.
Yeah, Luke Wilson makes that episode because her version of Luke Wilson is like suave country sheriff with
Smooth.
a cowboy hat.
Yeah, smooth.
And when it cuts to Mulder's version of events, he has giant fucking buck teeth.
Yeah, he's goofy as fuck.
Well, you government people. But come to find out at the end of the episode, after they've told their versions of events, the body of Ronnie Strickland has disappeared. They go back to that town to investigate. At the end of the episode, it turns out the entire fucking town, they're all vampires. They just don't have vampire teeth. Because real vampires in the X-Files universe don't have teeth. He's just watched too many vampire movies, so he's put in fake vampire teeth. But they all like somehow hypnotize Scully and Mulder, leave them in the middle of the trailer park, and the rest of the town, the trailer park,
and then
they peel out. Yeah.
Because they're mobile homes.
Yeah. It's a very good episode, though. Very funny. Very lighthearted. You government people.
I wish the government.
No, yeah, he drugs them with pizza. He's the pizza
That's it. He's the
delivery boy.
pizza guy. And that's how he's getting his victims.
Yep.
And he's knocking them
He's
out.
drugging them and then running in.
And at the end of the episode, Luke Wilson's like, he's also a vampire, and he's like,
He gets them with sunflower seeds.
Ronnie's like, yeah, because he throws them on the ground, and he's like, he's got to count them out. Yeah. But Luke Wilson's like, yeah, Ronnie makes us all look bad as vampires. We'll deal with him now.
This ain't no Sesame Street baby bullshit, bro.
Hmm?
Is that a rule of vampires? They have to count shit?
Yeah, they're like extremely like, if you like threw down 3
They're
pencils.
extremely anal?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh,
Yeah, they like butt sex.
that's cool.
Vampire butt sex. Going
That's
down
dirty.
on American kids.
The good Lord's going down on
Have you heard that
me.
country song? Going down on American kids?
Have you heard Don't Touch My Truck?
Oh, yeah. Don't touch my. You can drink my liquor. You can fuck my lady. But don't
touch my truck.
Is it Shabuzi? No, Shabuzi does bar song.
I don't know.
You don't know? Everybody in the club getting tipsy. It's a black guy
Oh.
named Shabuzi. Yeah. Don't touch my truck.
Good Lord. Don't know. I don't remember I don't know the song.
Me and Jack Daniels got a history.
Yeah.
Alright.
I don't like that faux country bullshit.
I do. I think it's kind of cool that there's a black man topping the country charts. He beat up Morgan Wallen, who actually
Like physically assaulted him? Or?
No, he beat him out for like the number 1
Oh.
song of the year for the country charts, which
Morgan
is funny
Wallen
because
seems like he's kind of a dick, bro.
Morgan Wallen fucking got filmed saying the N-word, so it's kind of funny that Poetic Justice, that Shabuzi beat him out.
What about Big Justice on Jimmy Fallon?
Bro, Jimmy Fallon looked like... Jimmy Fallon was like, okay, alright. He's like, alright. He's like, okay, that's enough.
What about the next episode of X-Files?
Okay, yeah, thank you for keeping us on track. Tanner, go. What you got?
The Host, Season 2, Episode 2.
That's on my list. Ding, 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 we have
We have to dock each other.
I don't think there's a way
We
to
have
dock
to-
each other. I think it's just, we're just docking.
Mm.
You can't dock solo.
Dibs on the docky.
You want to be like, what does that mean? You want me to, anyway. We don't need to tell the viewers what
Come
docking
on,
is.
Dibs.
Google it. Go ahead, tell me about the
You
host.
can't Google shit, bro, because the
No.
damn libtard Democrats fucking own that shit. They're Dr. Gay.
Anyway, tell me about the host. What season?
His name
Take
is
a
Jimmy
guess.
Fallon.
I know what season.
And he had the Costco guys on his
Season
show.
2, episode 2.
It was a tremendous failure. The Host in X-Files is a mutated organism
The fluke
of a
man.
fucking freak mutant man in a sewer.
Tell me
And
part
pretty
of
much
it.
attaches himself with his razor mouth onto the shaft of unsuspecting sewer tenants
Tell me what actually happens.
and attacks them.
Yeah, alright, I'll tell the
That's
plot.
what happens.
I'll tell you the plot.
He attacks them.
There is a mutated fluke worm in the sewers. It's attacking like sanitation workers. I think at this point are Scully and Mulder separated, or are they still working together, Connor? Can you tell?
They're still together. It's season 2, episode 2.
Yeah, but I think at that point they had like split.
He talks to her that night, telling her if he thinks
Right.
of leaving the FBI.
Right. Okay. But
Well, this is right after. This is like a Creature of the Week episode. It's not plot
no.
driven whatsoever.
But it is
The
one of
Fluke Man.
It's one of the
Ironically,
more
because
iconic.
it's the episode right after a very plot heavy episode, which was Little Green Man.
Right.
Where it's like the first instance where they're like, oh shit, aliens.
Right.
Or a real thing in the show. Mulder's not crazy. Because they step it up more and more with like cryptids and whatnot, but like, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, a lot of the episodes in season 1 that aren't about the arc episodes aren't good. The only one, there is one good one that's on my list. I'm guessing it's probably on yours as well.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that in a second. Anyway, the host, Fluke Man, he's one of the most iconic monsters of the week. When X-File fans think of Monster of the Week episodes, Fluke Man's probably at the top.
He's scary.
It's not even that the episode is that good, because it's not that great. It's just Fluke Man is just, he's something else.
We'll throw the Fluke Man.
Yeah, we'll throw a picture of Fluke Man up here for you guys to see. Yeah, he's scary. Do they catch him at the end, Connor? I can't remember.
I hadn't read that far.
Oh, pull it up.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how kissable is the Fluke Man?
Bro, he's gonna rip your
900, bro.
900.
Look at that thing. Yeah. Mouth on that guy?
He's made for sucking.
That's it.
I'm not. You're so dirty, bro. I'm talking about a sensual kiss. Romantically.
No, I think they cut him in half, and he's still alive after.
He's like escapes, and I think like the last shot is.
Yeah, they don't
His
kill him,
eyes
he
open.
escapes.
Yeah, he's in. Okay. But they don't capture him?
No, they don't. No, they go to they almost get killed by him.
Right.
And whenever he gets out, whenever Mulder rescues the guy that he almost kills,
Right.
I think Ray is his name. Whenever Mulder rescues Ray, the Fluke Man, they end up cutting the Fluke Man in half, and then his eyes open back up after the credits. go.
Right. Okay. As the credits roll. All
The
right.
Fluke Man will return.
But he doesn't.
Question mark?
Because you never see him again. All right. I've got season 1, episode. Take a guess. Episode 3, Ice.
Ice is episode 8.
And Fluke Man was
Oh.
almost a real problem, bro. He's like asexually reproducing inside his victims and shooting little babies in there that was going to turn into other Fluke Men that would
Yeah.
have then gone on to produce other Fluke Men.
Yeah.
And he almost made it into the ocean.
He almost did make it in the ocean.
Yeah, well, as far as we know, he did because they cut him in half and then he crawled off.
He's still in the sewer.
You
The
said we never
sewer's
saw him?
connected to the ocean.
Right. But anyway, season 1, episode 8, Ice. Ice, baby.
And Connor, what does ICE stand for with the government? Governmental ICE thing?
I don't know.
It's something with immigration.
He probably wants you to look it up.
Yeah, that's
That's why he's asking you to do
I'm
it.
sitting here Googling, bro. I don't fucking know.
Is that what AI is going to be like at some point? You're going to be like, Jarvis, what's the thing? And it is going to be like, I don't fucking know.
How should
Like,
I
well,
do it?
maybe you should look
It's
it up.
Immigration. It's Immigration and Customs Enforcement.
Okay.
Okay.
What does that have to do with
Ice, baby. Ding, 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 ding. Ice,
Anyway, this episode is Mulder and Scully. They go out to Antarctica
bunch of nerds kill each other?
to this research station, where a bunch of scientists have killed each other, and they're like trying to investigate what happened. They take a team out there with them, and slowly but surely, each one of them gets infected by. Basically, it's like the
Right,
Thing.
yeah, I was
It's
going to
the
say
movie
it's
The Thing,
very similar to the Thing movie.
where the dog has this parasite inside.
But there's
him.
no actual, like, monster.
No, it's like this
It's
parasite,
just a parasite.
that gets inside of your blood, and then it like
Controls you.
controls you and makes you fucking
It's just trying to
Homicidal.
self-preserve.
homicidal.
Oh yeah, it does want to kill.
Yeah, it wants to kill.
Why is it so
But if you
aggressive?
put 2 inside of you, if you put another one in, it kills itself, or they kill each other.
Hmm.
That's how they end up beating it.
They put another one in?
They put another one, yeah. But it's good because it's like a back and forth of like, who's got it? Who, basically the Thing.
Yeah.
Just shortened to like 45-minute
So
television. episode.
what's it called? Like a murder mystery. It's
Yeah.
like a murder mystery.
So
Who
like a whodunit.
Who done it?
Who did it? Did he do it?
Did he do it?
Did he do it?
He was slipping and sliding with that Gerber shit.
Was ice on your list?
Or Johnson and Johnson baby oil.
Johnson and Johnson. Was ice on your list?
Yeah, it was.
All
That's
right.
why I knew the actual episode.
All right, give me another.
The Blessing Way. The Blessing Way.
That's an episode?
My brother. The Blessing Way.
That's an episode?
Yeah.
Okay.
Season 3, episode 1.
Not familiar. Go ahead.
This is right after Mulder discovers in the Nevada desert
Mm-hmm.
the bunker with the burned little green men.
Okay.
Or they're not burned yet, but it's
this one with
it's
the-
corpses of like clones that are a mixture between human and
Right.
alien DNA.
Is this the chimeras?
Yeah,
That's
pretty
what they
much.
call them. Yeah.
But they're all dead, and then
This one with the Native
the
Americans.
government gets to the bunker as well while he's in it and burns it, and then he escapes and is rescued by a Navajo chief.
Okay, that's what I thought.
And on this, he goes on a very
He goes on
interesting
a
spiritual fucking. He goes on a spirit quest, bro. He goes on a.
I remember this.
He goes on
episode.
a buffalo dream, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember this episode now. It's pretty good.
Would you ever want to experience something like that? Some
No.
sort of like ayahuasca, like fucking spiritual
You
quest.
don't want to have ghostly visions of Deep Throat and your father,
No, I'm okay. My
who
father.
urged you to recover
Deep Throat's
and to
very
continue to
different
search
from
for
me.
the truth.
Deep Throat to me is not the same as Deep Throat from Mulder. Deep Throat is the name of an agent who's like giving Mulder inside information in the first season. He ends up getting killed by the Syndicate, which is the government organization that's inside of the U.S. government. But no, I'm good. I tripped a good bit of acid and did shrooms when I was in my early 20s, and I think I just have too much responsibility.
Yeah, I don't want to rework my brain.
Yeah, I'm not trying to do any of that. I don't even smoke weed anymore because the first 30 minutes is enjoyable, and then after that, I'm just like, fuck, I want this to be over, because I start thinking about bills that I have to pay at the end of the month and shit
Yeah.
like that.
My thing is,
I can't do
if
it.
I smoke weed a
It'll free
lot
my mind.
throughout the entire day, I do end up feeling fucking like shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't do drugs. Drugs are bad.
Yeah,
Don't do drugs, kids. Drugs are bad.
don't do drugs. Drugas.
Alright, my next episode is Quagmire.
You already did your episode
You did yours. You just did
of the Blessing Way.
the Blessing Way.
The Blessing Way.
Yes. Anyway, you sound African, not Native American. Hey man, it's the Blessing
Okay.
Way.
How do you do
Jamaican.
How do you do a Native American accent?
Ow. Woo!
No, bro. That's Native American.
Tonto.
That's rhetoric.
Tonto.
I'm talking about an actual accent. The only person I can think of is the guy from Twilight, bro.
Yeah.
Jacob's dad.
John Rainwater. John Rainwater is a
I
character
think
from Yellowstone.
I
It's
think,
the
yeah, I was
same
gonna say, I
act-
think his name is Blackwater,
It's the
bro.
same. Well, there's.
I think their name is Blackwater in Twilight.
Okay, well, in
Yellowstone,
Yellowstone, it's
Rainwater.
the same actor. His name is John Rainwater, because it's Gil Birmingham. Gil Birmingham is like one of the only Native Americans working in Hollywood,
Mm.
so he plays everything that has to do with tribe shit. My episode is
Reminds me of Brother Bear.
Quagmire. I think it's season 3. Fact check me, Connor.
Giggity.
What?
Quagmire, X-Files, season 3, episode 22.
I think it is in season
Yep.
3, but
Wait,
Spot on.
Was it? Damn. I told you, boy.
you just looked it up and wrote it down, and then you're like, "Oh my god, I got it."
No, I didn't. No. That's one of my favorite episodes. I've seen that one a million times,
Oh.
so I remember that one. Yeah. What do you think? I'm over here faking shit?
You said that you had literally wrote it down like
No.
minutes ago.
There's certain ones that I wrote down immediately.
This was the last
Quagmire,
episode
Humbug.
to feature Queequeg, the only
Yes.
Oh, Queequeg.
Scully's dog.
Queequeg.
Queequeg.
This one involves.
Quagmire is the Nessie one, right?
Yes, they go up to look for this.
And the only episode where you actually hear the dog's name.
Yep. Scully and Mulder go to investigate a creature called Big Blue that reportedly is a Loch Ness monster type creature that's killing people. I can't remember what state they're supposed to be in, but Turns out
What's
that
actually killing
Georgia.
people is an alligator.
it's a giant it's a big alligator that's killing people because the frog population has been basically decimated by
Just one alligator.
deforestation.
Oh.
No, that it's starting to eat people. It's coming closer to land to eat people because it doesn't have frogs to eat. Because remember at the beginning of the episode, they had that scientist who's talking
Yeah, he's
about
checking out frogs.
the
and
decline of the frog population.
I think in that episode we also get an appearance from our two favorite little cameo people.
Oh, the stoners.
Yes.
The stoners are in 3 episodes that I know of. They're in, and I actually have all 3 on this list. But they're in Were Monster.
Now apparently, I looked up the other day. Hold that thought. I looked up the other day banned words for like YouTube just to make sure that we didn't have any in our titles or whatever. But apparently, stoner is one of them. So that's why our Stoners of X-Files little short didn't perform well because stoners is one of the
Stoners is a banned word.
Stoners is a flag word. Yeah.
Why?
Don't know.
Weird. Yeah, but anyway, these.
There was a lot of strange words in there too that
these
are just
potheads-
like in between words. For
All right, how about
sentences.
this? These burnouts are they're in
Yeah, I
that
think
one.
pothead is one of them too.
They're in that one. They're smoking weed on the docks, and in
So at the end of the big blue one, they find it to be an alligator.
yes, but then they see.
But then
you
they
see.
don't.
you,
Yeah,
But you as the viewer see the head
Big
of the
Blue
creature pop up.
pops up.
It's
yeah.
real. Yeah,
Right.
it's
Big
out
Blue
there.
was real.
That's another one of those where it leaves you as the viewer on like a positive.
And there's
note.
also like a little fishing shack on it, like right at the lake. That's also like a tourist attraction where they sell Big Blue shit.
yeah.
Just pretty cool.
What was the one you need me to look up?
If Mom was talking about maybe going on a family trip to like Ireland or somewhere in Europe, and if we did, is Loch Ness in
It's
Ireland?
in Scotland.
Well, then I guess we'd go to Scotland though, but we might see
Why?
somebody's dick and balls, bro, because they're wearing kilts. We might see some hard shaft and like old man nuts, like some dirty grandpa
It's
shit.
been on Tanner's brain ever since.
Hey,
Mom was
bro,
talking about Scotland.
listen, I want to see the Loch Ness
I'd
monster.
love to
but
go to
I
Scotland,
don't
man,
want
but
to see no shaft and balls.
it's gonna
I
be
don't need to
dick and
see no-
balls swinging in the kilt, man. I don't want
I
to see
think the
it.
kilts are pretty
I
long,
don't
dude.
need. Hey,
How long are their nuts?
I'm gonna
hanging?
wear a kilt. How long are your nuts? That's the
I
question.
don't need to see a Scotsman's bat and balls.
You
bro.
just get you see a couple hairs. 24/7.
I don't want to see a Scotsman's bat and balls.
I don't want to see a Scotsman's bat and balls, bro.
That's funny. But no, the two
I just want to lick the Blarney Stone.
the two
You know what
drug
I'm saying?
user people, they are in 3 episodes. They're in Quagmire. They're in the Were Monster episode from the newer season.
Okay.
And they're in one more that's also on my list. And I'll tell you whenever we get to that. But
Go
Quagmire, very
into
good
that one
episode.
right now, man.
Season 3, episode 22.
Yep.
Tanner, next episode.
Take it away.
Take it away.
Take it away, sir. Firewalker.
Oh,
And
hell yeah.
I can't remember who exactly the actor
It's
is.
Darren, it's
Is
the
it,
guy from Billy...
it's Scott Green, isn't it?
No, it's the guy from Billy Madison. That
Oh,
plays the bad guy in Billy Madison. Eric is a bad, bad man.
it is him.
Yeah, and his name is Darren, here, I'll tell you.
And he plays a dickhead in everything that he's in, except for actually this episode of X-Files. Firewalker,
No, he's just
season
like
2,
a
episode
scientist
9.
that's
Yeah.
lost his mind.
He's just a scientist that lost his mind. You know, he's so passionate about. He's so fucking passionate about it.
Tell me about what happens. Bradley Whitford is his name. Yeah, he's in Get Out. He's in.
What are they? They're researching something to do with a volcano,
Mhm.
and they have like a drone robot thing with a camera,
Yep.
and then something goes wrong with it, and then they have to send somebody else out there to check it out.
Yep.
And then it turns out that it's something similar going on to ice, where it's like some sort of parasite, or I think it's like the fungus.
The fungus is fucking with him, I think.
There's like a silicon-based organism that can withstand heat or something.
He says yes, that's it.
Right? That's what they say?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But either way, he's all charred up.
Yeah.
He's smoked like a brisket.
He's got the smut on his face and you know the ash smut.
Yeah, he's
He
got
gets a tentacle that busts out of his neck.
a tentacle buzz out of
I don't
his
remember
neck.
that. Damn, Wiki.
A tentacle bust out his pants,
Yeah.
bruh.
Danica flees into the woods and dies when a tentacle-like escacart bursts out of his throat. An autopsy by Scully finds sand in his lungs, indicating the existence of a silicone-based life form. She theorizes that the organism infects the nearest hosts or otherwise dies.
Yeah. It's like a silicon-based fungal parasite.
It's a good episode.
Yeah.
Basically, they get called down there to go look for this scientist who's gone missing.
Right.
Yeah. Good episode, though. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and give the other episode.
Real quick, Connor, can you look up? I'm pretty sure there's an episode with Scott Green.
Who's Scott Green?
He's the voice of Chris from Family Guy. He's in a bunch
Oh,
of
that's
shit. He's
not-
also the guy from Scooby-Doo, too.
That's not Scott. That's Seth Green.
Seth Green.
Seth Green is in X-Files, and he's in...
Connor, look up Seth Green X-Files.
Okay.
Please. Please, sir.
Seth Green, X-Files. Oh my god! X-Files. Fandom Wiki. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Jesus.
He's Deep Throat.
No, he was in the episode Deep Throat.
He's
as a
not
stoner.
Deep Throat.
He's a meal.
He's
Deep
in...
He's one of the original stoners.
No, he's a stoner kid in the episode Deep
His
Throat.
name's Emil.
Emil, yeah. He's young, though.
Like the
Seth
fat
Green.
rat from Ratatouille.
Jack Black's in one of the episodes. I don't have it on my list,
Yeah.
but Jack Black's in
See,
the episode with Giovanni Ribisi where he can control technology. He's like slow, but he can control like lightning and shit.
that's a good episode. There's a handful of
Hey
episodes
kid, nice shot.
that I wanted to put on the list where
Nice shot,
I
man.
was looking through the wiki and I just couldn't put the name of the title to the events in my head.
Yeah,
Like the Quagmire one. I was trying to find the big blue one.
yeah.
But I didn't know that it was
Well,
called fucking
I've seen-
Quagmire. So
I've
whenever I
seen-
was looking through it, I was like,
There's 3 episodes that I've seen more than any other episodes: Quagmire, Bad Blood, and Humbug.
I'm looking at Humbug right here.
Humbug is my favorite episode.
is it
of
a
all
Christmas one?
time. No, Humbug is one with the carnival freaks.
Oh, the Geeks?
With the geek, where they're trying to figure out who's been killing off the carnival freaks.
I don't like that one.
You don't like that one?
No, because they kind of disturb me.
You scared?
No, I just don't like looking at them.
Captain Pinhead's the best part of that episode. Self-made freak.
And everyone has a right to do whatever they want to do with their life. I just,
Bro, that's when we used to be a proper country.
it's also my
when
right
we had traveling freak shows.
to not have to see it
Yeah, don't go to
if I don't want to.
Yeah, but anyway, but it's on my list, so we're going to talk
I mean,
about
so like, if in case there's any freaks out there watching the show, and they're trying to match our freak.
it. Anyway, so this episode is
I
Humbug.
don't want to offend them.
Is probably my favorite episode, but it's basically Mulder and Scully go down to Florida. Is it Jupiter, Florida? Is that where they end up?
Gibsonton.
Okay. They end up in Florida because they are somebody who works for the freak show. I think it's Lizard Man or Alligator Man, Crocodile Man. He gets killed, and they're like, "What the fuck? Who killed him?" Well, their suspect list is basically the people in the traveling
Oh yeah.
freak show. And at the end of the episode, it's revealed that the real killer is actually the parasitic twin of
Leonard.
Lenny.
Yeah, he detaches.
He detaches every night, and
Lenny is Vincent Chiavelli,
yeah,
who has
he's
an
actor.
who's an alcoholic with an underdeveloped conjoined twin named Leonard.
Yeah, and that's his freak shit. But then you actually find out the thing is actually alive.
And Leonard gets off and goes around at night.
Yeah, yeah.
See, so on a
He
scale,
escapes at the end too.
so on a pendulum sort of scale of freak to nasty, where would you put that?
What do you mean?
Leonard and his brother.
That's some freak nasty shit, bro.
So it's like somewhere in the middle, like a Venn diagram.
He is the middle, yeah.
Ooh. So, yeah, according to Lanny, Leonard attacks people and attempts to burrow into them because he is looking for a new brother to replace Lanny, who is dying from liver failure.
Yeah.
Lanny voluntarily locks himself in the local jail in an effort to keep Leonard from escaping, but dies during the night.
Yeah.
Leonard is then able to slip through the bars on the cell window and flee.
Yep.
After which he runs into a funhouse and seemingly gets away.
Yep.
But he can't survive without him. right? Or
He's gonna go find himself
He's gonna
another
find
brother
another
to dig
host,
into. Yeah.
yeah, but somebody's gonna be like, there's a
There's a thing attached to me.
there's a fucking deformed man in my shoulder.
Yeah, I think that he would eventually die. But at the end of the episode, he does escape. Like most of the only thing that they've ever caught, like fully caught and like put behind bars, that's like actually freakish like that is Tombs.
How about Darren Morgan
guy that
too?
There's also the
He's the
man-
guy who played the Fluke Man in the episode that was.
Really?
There's also the man.
The
who,
guy that can like squeeze himself through shit.
yeah,
Tombs, they catch him.
yeah, he's in the first season.
Yeah, but there's another episode.
There's
as well.
another
There's
one.
Squeeze and there's Tombs, but
Oh,
but they take place in separate seasons. But it's
and there's also the man with the tail who can
Small Potatoes.
shape
That's
shift into
on
anybody.
That's on my list.
What season is that?
And
What
he almost
episode?
fucked Scully.
Small Potatoes. Pull that one up.
He
Yeah.
takes- he takes
season,
a-
season and episode.
I don't know the season, but Small Potatoes X Files.
He's pretty much taking.
He can change into
He's
anybody
taking the look of women's husbands and raping
and
them.
banging them and impregnating them. This woman shows up.
He's a dirtbag.
This
bro.
woman gives birth to a baby that has a tail, right? And like all these women at this hospital have given birth to babies with tails. And basically, Mulder and Scully realize that the guy who works as a janitor, he can change his appearance. He's not menacing her. It's actually lighthearted and fun, the episode, but like he's raping women.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't know it though because they think it's their husband. But he actually tries to seduce Scully by taking the form of Mulder. It almost works.
He would have impregnated fucking
He
Scully,
went-
bro.
Yeah. But they catch him.
You think Scully's pro-abortion or pro-choice? She is Christian.
Gillian Anderson is.
I mean Scully.
She's a woman of science. She's pro-choice.
Yeah, but she's weird. 'cause
She's Catholic. I know, dude. She doesn't believe in anything that Mulder presents, but she believes in God. Which, I mean, a lot of people do, and I think it's really.
Isn't too far-fetched. I believe in God, and I don't believe in fucking Lizard Man. Of Skateboard Swamp, at least. I think there might be some reptilians somewhere.
Yeah.
Some Dracos.
Well, no, because you haven't seen proof. But anyway, faith. But we're not getting. That's not what we're talking about here.
I need faith in my life. I just
Going
might
down
die.
on American kids.
What is that, Kid Rock?
That's not a real song.
You.
I just made it up.
It's a new hit single.
Yeah. Alright, so Humbug. Oh, scratch that off. What's your next one?
Dwayne Barry.
Okay.
Dwayne Barry's a fucking maniac, bro.
Tell me about
They're in
Dwayne.
his head.
Tell me about Dwayne.
Dwayne Barry and myself have a lot of similarities, I
Okay.
feel sometimes, because I feel like there's people in my head and sometimes I need to get them out violently
Okay.
by acts of aggression onto others.
Okay. Tell me what happens in the episode Dwayne Barry.
He is repeatedly abducted by UFOs and aliens and then put back, and he's losing his mind. No one believes him, and then he holds up everyone
Yes.
as what is it called? Hostage in a bank,
Yes.
I believe. There's a standoff, and Mulder manages to sneak his way in there and manage to talk to Dwayne.
Yeah. What happens?
I think Dwayne Barry ends up getting killed, doesn't he?
No, there's a different guy. Yeah, he does get killed.
Everything Dwayne's talking about is real, of course.
Right, but there's
But-
another character that appears a couple times in X-Files abductee.
Dwayne. Another thing is Dwayne is also he's traveling to the tops of like mountains, I believe,
Max Finnig is another one that gets abducted a lot.
because that's where they abduct people.
He's traveling to the where?
The tops of mountains. Remember, he like goes to the top and then fucking.
Wasn't
Get
Dwayne
beat
Barry
up.
like a damn redneck or some shit?
No, I don't think he was a redneck.
No, he crazy looking that. He don't look right. But yeah, he's had it.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're finally at the twilight hours of,
let's
of
give.
the
All right,
show.
I've
We're
got
gonna
3 more. I'm not
do
gonna
our
tell you
rank.
what they're about, but a couple more episodes. I've got War of the Cockroaches. I don't know how to say it. It's the cockroach episode.
Home of the Coprophages. Coprophages?
War of the
Caprophages?
War of
Oh.
coprophages, I guess.
War of the coprophages.
Yeah, I don't know how to say that word. But anyway, it's the one about the cockroaches, and the two stoners are also in that.
Right, and they smoke poopy. And
Yeah,
They smoke shit. They smoke literally roach
They
shit.
literally
War
smoke
of the
that shit.
Coprophages, yeah.
Okay. And then I've got Home. That one is actually probably the most disturbing. It's about a family of redneck inbreds.
Yeah.
And they have their mother whose legs are chopped off
Yep. And they have
underneath the
sex
bed.
with
They
her.
pull her out and they have sex with her.
Another honorable mention.
Jersey
I don't know
Devil.
the name of it, but it's the one where there's a disfigured man who's obsessed with Cher.
Do you believe in life after love?
Oh,
Connor.
the modern day Prometheus. The postmodern Prometheus. That's the name of the episode. That one is good.
And I was
again-
Walking in Memphis. I was walking.
Again, he's raping people in that episode.
Yeah, but,
But
then
at the end, they take him to a Cher
They take him
concert.
to a fucking Cher concert.
And that episode actually made me cry.
And that's
one of the times I watched it. Yeah, because that's
a statement to your character.
yeah. But, well, no, because I mean,
Did you not only do you feel for the
he's a mutated man. He wanted some loving. And nobody was mad at him.
nobody
either.
wanted to give it to him.
Nobody was mad at
Sometimes
him
he
either.
just had to take it.
Nobody was mad at him either. And they take him to a
A
Cher
guy,
concert.
nobody wants to give you love. You just need to take it
So, a
sometimes.
guy gets killed by cockroaches in the cockroach episode, and the cockroaches leave in time for them to show up, find him on the toilet, and think that he died from trying to poop too hard.
Yes.
Like, I think he just shit himself to death.
Yeah.
It's like the old Elvis.
He got a
And
cerebral
I was
aneurysm.
walking in Memphis,
I'm walking in Memphis. I was walking.
walking with my 10 feet off the bill.
And yeah, this one's not anything supernatural. It turns out to be government-induced super cockroaches.
The cockroaches, yeah, but there's also some crazy shit where the government, somebody is working on robot bugs.
Yeah, they're making killer cockroaches in a lab up the
Yeah.
road, and that's what's invaded the town.
Yeah.
Do you believe
There's
in
a
life?
chicken that named Bambi that that Mulder's entwined with, and
Bambi?
with Bambi, and
Oh
that's
yeah,
her name, Bambi.
and old love.
And no, it's
An
not
old
an old love.
romp
It's
from
like
the past.
it's like a new love. But
Oh,
anyway,
yeah.
and then Scully shows up, and he's like, "Hey, this is Bambi," and she goes, "Bambi." He's like, "Yeah, Bambi." He's like, "Yeah, this is Bambi." She's always clowning on him for his woman choice.
Yes, because
Yeah.
she's jealous.
Well, no, because they both want to be with each other.
Either way, let's look at our list right here.
How many
And then
matches?
we're
how many
gonna
matches
give
do
a-
we have?
You said to
We're
pull
gonna
up
go
postmodern Prometheus, right? What's that one about?
That's a good one. It's
We're
all
gonna
it's
give-
shot in black and white, and it's
In the
about,
guise of a comic book.
yeah.
Yes. We're gonna get
Mutato.
the Great Mutombo.
Dick can be Mutombo.
Pussy.
Oh, gee, Mudbone.
All right, we're gonna give a collective top 5, starting with 5 to 1, with both of our lists together that we agree on.
Okay.
So,
Quagmire.
as number 5, with Nessie.
I mean, my top 5. This is my top 5. It's Ice.
As 5.
Yep. Small Potatoes. Home. Number 2 is Bad Blood, and number 1 is Humbug. Actually, number 2 is Humbug, number 1 is Bad Blood. Bad Blood is the best episode.
Just because of the country shit.
Yep.
The country sheriff and the 2 accounts.
Yeah.
Alright. I'd say out of what I have.
Home for shock value. But I could easily replace Home with the Were Monster episode.
I think number 5, I'd have to put the host.
Okay.
Because the Flute Man is iconic. He's a good creature.
Okay.
Number 4, I think I'd have to put The Blessing Way. Because it's fucking trippy as fuck.
Okay.
And I love that shit.
There's another episode where he trips.
I'm not over.
By
I
the
don't.
way, there's a later episode where he trips on something. He trips like in one of the newer episodes, and bro, he dances to "Achy Breaky Heart" in a cowboy hat. He line dances.
I'm
too.
not a big
I
person
swear to
on
God.
like trip media and any of that shit. Usually, I find it corny.
Did you ever watch?
But
what was that
I
show?
think whenever people have
The
like
Midnight Gospel.
I think when people
Good
have
show.
like spiritual like growth parts, where like during like crazy existential trips, like the one that he goes on, because it's nothing like any trip that I've been on.
Right.
One that they
it's like
show
some
in-
ayahuasca shit.
Yeah, that would be insane. Like a real buffalo dream type of thing.
Yeah.
With a Navajo chief in a teepee, and you're covered and you're sweating your ass off,
Yeah.
and you're fucking.
You come out and you're like, it's
Fuck.
the end of all of us.
We're all connected and it all works.
It's all ending.
We was sperms, bro.
We've been ending since the dawn of time.
I miss my sperm brothers. That's all I'm saying.
I think we should all just do the honorable thing and walk hand in hand into extinction.
My number 3, ice. Number 2, I think I'd have to put Postmodern Prometheus because the part with Cher is fucking
It's iconic,
and I love
yeah.
Cher as well.
Yeah.
And it's so ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm reading through the plot, and when I hit
Do
the point
you
where they
really
take him
feel the way
to the
I
Cher
feel?
concert.
Yes, it's good, bro. They're like, they're gonna take. It's either like they're gonna arrest him, and then they're like, or we could, and then they take him to the concert.
And my number 1, is split between one that I did mention and one that I didn't remember until just now. But Jose Chung
From outer space.
from Outer Space.
That one actually ends on a sad note.
Yeah, because
It's fun at first, and then it's like, fuck.
Yeah.
But it also features Jesse Ventura and Alex Trebek in uncredited roles.
and my other number
Alex
1.
Trebek from fucking Jeopardy.
Or at least very honorable mention is the episode with the JFK assassination. Connor, if you want to look that up
the
real
musings
quick.
of the cigarette smoking man.
Is that what it's called?
It's the musings of a
It's
cigarette
a very
smoking
good
man.
episode
It's
because
about
you get backstory and
Yep.
very important plot information
About
on
the cigarette smoking, about
yeah,
CGB.
pretty much the biggest enigma of the whole show, which is the cigarette man.
Yep. He started out as a good guy. Government corrupted him.
Yeah.
Made him into what he is. Yeah. But anyway, that's all the time we have. If you've never seen X-Files, fucking do yourself a favor, hop on Hulu, binge that shit. So good. You can start with the episodes we listed off, or just, jump head first into it and watch from the rip.
You don't really need to know the overarching plot because
No, not to enjoy it.
most of the show is anthological.
Yeah.
What's the word? Is that a word?
Anthological?
Anthological.
Yeah.
What did I say?
That, but just different pronunciation. Anyway.
Like a Jose Chung.
If you want to believe like we want to believe, check out the X-Files. Until next time, I'm Will.
I'm Tanner.
That's Connor. And this is Scaremetender.
Hit
That
that
like button, subscribe, comment down below.
Let us know if you managed to fucking see the show because something weird has been fucking going on with our analytics.
Something tells me they won't though. Nobody ever leaves comments. Maybe one day.
At least fucking watch the video.